fans, we've got guests in real life. Can you believe? We've been calling, asking, Michael, Caroline, can you come to do the interview? And they weren't answering any other calls. But we've got them finally.
Why are you lying? Let's not lie to the people.
No, do you know what? I don't mind lying, because the last time I rang Michael, he didn't answer.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's a lie.
And the one before that, he was, I'm just at the gym, I'll call you back.
Did you ever get called back?
Is that
No.
true? Is that actually true?
It's factual, actual factual.
I'm gonna say, like, nah, you're trying to draw me out. It's not true.
So Top Boy's back.
Top Boy is back. We're here with Michael Ward, who plays Jamie, and Caroline Oshiremi, who plays Stefan. Hi guys.
Are you
say hi.
Nigerian?
No, I'm not.
Did you say his name really well?
Yeah, she did.
I've been practicing bare because I can't mess up another black person's name. It's
And
not on
also-
good. It's very anti-black. It's very anti-black.
Also, the meaning of your name is beautiful.
What does it mean?
The body is honey.
Honey.
Yeah.
You know that?
Naudi.
I love that we're all here making a point that names are important, Michael and Gina. I'm not calling out your names, I'm just saying their names, innit? We're unique and there's name thing.
Yeah.
Do you know
That
Michael's
was
in the
actually
Bible?
so rude.
Michael was in the Bible.
So is thee.
Okay, we haven't even got to the first question. Talani's already making this a war.
Nah, as you can see, I'm getting bullied. It's fine.
Obviously, because Top Boy is coming back, can you just tell us what people should be expecting to see for season 2 of Top Boy?
I think this season they'll see a lot of heartbreak, a lot of tears. It's very tough this season, because of where everyone's kind of come from. But at the same time, it's going to be epic, obviously we've gone to Spain and Morocco this season, which is mad, you know what I mean? And also, you're just going to expect to see great performances. I feel like, a lot of us have become a lot more mature with our approach to the craft. So yeah, I think performances are a lot better. And yeah, people just took it a lot more serious this time around. Even me, like last year, not that I took it for a joke, but I was so like, just overwhelmed by everything that was going on. But this time I was just a lot more mature. I was going to work and just patterning up properly. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Which for me allowed me to give a better performance and stop like listening to the noise around, because that happens a lot.
Spot on, babe.
But you know what, that goes on to my next question, because like, life has changed from last year.
Yeah.
Attention, you've both got better looking.
I don't know about him, but yeah.
See, little facial hair,
I'm like,
facial
how
hair.
has life changed from you?
But anytime I walk outside, it's not like people are sure it's me because I look way older. So everyone it's like, is it him? Is it not him? So yeah, I think people like just are curious. But yeah, but life's been good. But also like because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
It's been quite hard as well.
Oh, it's true, because you haven't actually got to really sit in your fame. I would be gutted if I made a sick TV show, then COVID happened, I couldn't go outside.
Yeah, literally COVID happened. I just locked inside.
So how are you going to be outside this time now this season's out?
No, I'm just be inside, stay away.
Are you going to be focused?
Yeah, focus on
your
my
craft and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
I think. Okay,
Need to
cool.
Need to get the BAFTA, get the Oscar.
Yeah, is that the goal? Is BAFTA and got Emma Oscars?
Yeah, that's what I want to win. Oscar, BAFTA, all the awards, but also like tell stories and like, yeah, just let everyone know that I'm here.
How's your life changed, Michael?
Hasn't changed much really.
Okay.
Same old Mike, I don't know. It's like this weird like medium of being known and being famous. And I said this, I really don't feel like I'm famous, but a lot of people put man in that category when it's just not that. I feel like people that are famous are like Drake and do you get what I'm trying to say? Like Leonardo DiCaprio and that. You get what I'm saying? I can still like walk out and I'm trying to say live my life how I want to without kind of thinking about certain things, depending where I go.
Yeah.
But it's like this weird one because now you have to kind of think about, how things will look and how things, what you say will, how it will be received.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But I enjoy it, I'm trying to say like I just live my life the same. I try not to kind of move different. I kind of basically want to just live my life as, acting is just my job and like, same way how I was working in William Hill before.
Yeah.
I'd like to think that if I carried on working in William Hill, I'd still be the same now.
For each of you, what's been your biggest like pinch me moment, like where you're like, right, I actually can't believe that I'm here or I'm experiencing this?
I think for me,
Working with Michael Ward, I'd feel the same.
You
I would
actually
feel the
act like
same.
brothers.
Yeah, you do.
No,
act
but wouldn't
like
you feel the
brothers.
same? Like,
Anyways.
just stepping onto set and Michael Ward there. Come on, my bro.
So, right, is that Mr. Ward? Right.
Yeah, like, I know,
No, man, don't worry. It's calm. It's calm.
Anyways,
Don't worry, man.
like I was saying,
Yeah. Go on,
in reality, I think it was in a read through when I first saw Drake. I think that point I was like, I couldn't speak. I was just shocked because I saw him from far because Michael was next to him screaming. So
Why am I just getting bare
When you met Drake,
But you see, the fact that,
screamed,
you know,
you
it's now that I know,
screamed.
now I know you was definitely lying about the call because you're believing this lie. And do you believe that as well?
I don't believe you were screaming. Like,
But I believe she was excited.
This is why.
Okay, cool. But you kept it cool when you met Drake.
yeah, I kept it. I just saw him like, yeah. But obviously, he just heard Michael screaming in the background as well. When I saw him, I was just shocked. Like, I couldn't believe it because I listen to all his music. So when I saw him, I was just like, wow, like that was like one of the most wow factors ever.
I'd say my biggest pinch me moment was winning the BAFTA, for sure. Because it was just so unexpected. I didn't even know what the BAFTAs was like that until it started getting closer to it. Like receiving an award like that with the people that have won it and also the other nominees was mad. And also just seeing who was in front of me and you're like, rah, they all, for that however much time I was on stage, was focused on me. And we're talking like, you know, Pacino, De Niro, Quentin Tarantino, like these people that have just made films that will last forever. And, you know, they had to take man in. And it's like, raw, just like, you know, I'm from Jamaica, so it's like, I never ever imagine like people that have amounted to that kind of success would ever even know who I am, let alone be clapping for me. And you know, that's a special, special feeling.
We're going to play a game with you guys. Right, Gina?
Yes.
Oh, what
Okay,
is
so
it?
this season's about, what's the theme of this season?
Family.
Yeah.
Loyalty. It says it on all the artwork.
Loyalty is.
So what makes family? What makes family? Because it's not blood, it's loyalty.
Loyalty.
Exactly.
Loyalty.
So then you needed to segue into that. I was giving you a segue.
Okay, thank you.
So the theme is loyalty. We're going to ask you a few questions to test your loyalty.
Go on.
All
See
right?
if you're actual real ones, yeah?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Right, you're invited to go out, yeah? It's going to be a good event. Proper good. It's going to be great.
Drake might be there.
Drake might, yeah, exactly. Drake might be there, yeah? But one of your closest friends, yeah, this is like one of your best mates, yeah, didn't get invited because the person who's doing the invites doesn't like them. And they're not well liked in it then. Yeah. You're already like, well, do you, A, go out anyway, high-key snake your friend and not say anything, okay? B, refuse to go out with the people who didn't invite your mate in solidarity with your friend because it's not right, you know what I mean? Or C, stop being friends with the mate who didn't get invited because they're obviously bad vibes.
D, I'll bring my friend with me and I'll beg them to bring him in.
No, because that's actually
you're a
embarrassing
beg.
for your friend.
I'm not a beg.
No, you're a beg.
I'm not a beg.
So you're a beg.
I'm not. I'll
Cool,
ask
you're a
them.
beg.
I'll ask them.
I'll tell you.
Ask them.
I'll tell you, yeah,
What
you're a
are you
beg.
doing? What are
You're
you
a beg.
doing?
You're a
What
beg.
are you
actually
doing?
doing?
I'm telling my friend I'm rolling to the party.
You're telling him.
I'm telling him. I'm not gonna not tell him. I'm gonna let him know.
But that wasn't an option though.
Yeah, but it wasn't an option. But I'm telling you, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, but it wasn't an option
I'm
though.
going to the party and I'm gonna tell my friend.
But it
yo,
wasn't an option though.
Look at me, yeah, obviously. Boom,
But to
boom,
be
bow.
fair, the option that you was bringing also wasn't an option, babe. About beg them at the door.
You can't be begging at the door.
I'm just gonna let my boy, obviously.
Actually, you know what? If it's my best friend, I'm staying with him. I'm staying with him. It's not everyday party. Learn that.
It's not everyday party. I never said that. I've never said that.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay, so next one is still on friendships, right? Have you ever lied to a friend about where you were going or where you weren't going and then avoided not posting on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've both done it, yeah? Do you want to give us a situation or not? Or do they still not know?
He don't know.
No, I don't know.
No, you don't know. Okay, cool, we'll move on.
We'll move on.
Okay,
We'll move on
next
swiftly.
one.
We'll move on. Okay. All right. You borrow money off your friend and you promise to pay it back, yeah?
Yeah.
But your friend forgets about it. Are you going to be honest and remind them, or you're just going to let them forget about it?
I'm gonna be honest and remind them. I hate owing people. It's my conscience. It's more than the actual, like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Furthermore, I shouldn't even be owing anyone. Second of all, if I do, I don't like that, so I'll make sure. And I don't also want them to maybe remember later down the line, and then I'm having to act, what?
Another thing is like how you owe them. If it's like they're just borrowing you money, then yeah. But if they're like you done like a bet and then he lost it,
Right, okay.
then
You're going to forget him.
maybe.
I feel like you're like that, Tala. You don't like owing people money.
I hate owing people money. Like, I hate
You
it.
just reminded me.
No, do you actually owe him money?
Wait, it's not completed yet. We don't know yet. We don't know
By the
yet.
end of today.
Cool, we'll see.
But it's like literally in 2 hours.
How much is the bet for?
£100, and he has to give it to me.
Okay. All right. Cool.
You're so stupid.
Okay.
This one is a really good
This
one.
is a good one.
Yeah, go on.
Both of you, in your mind right now, think of your best friend.
Best ever friend.
Your person, your G.
Ride
like,
or
there's
die.
not a thing you wouldn't do for this person. Your personal person. You've got them in mind, yeah?
You're thinking of me, yeah.
Yeah? You're thinking about them. Like you cry together, laugh together, party together.
Couldn't
They
live
knew
your
you
life without them.
before Top Boy, you know? You've been offered £10 million to never speak to this person again. What would you do?
10 million.
Money is just a material thing.
Yeah, 10 million though.
Friendship, love,
It's
forever.
a lot though. No, wait.
No, for
Think
real.
about it.
For real, no, for real, yeah. Money, trust me, you can spend 10 million and it'll go. Friends last forever, I'm telling you right now.
Have you spent 10 million?
Have you spent 10
Michael, it's
million?
actually unnecessary.
No, but he's saying it as if he knows. Now,
No,
he's
I'm
speaking of
saying-
experience. I was just checking. You know what I'm
Because that, what you say, if anything happened to
10
me,
mil.
that 10 mil,
Exactly.
that 10 mil can help me.
10 mil right
But you
now.
never know,
Invest.
me being friends with that friend, he could end up being a multi-millionaire.
But also not though.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Oh no. Or also not. You know.
I
What are you doing, Michael?
personally, that's a difficult one.
10 mil.
If it's from the person that I'm thinking of,
Yeah.
I think I know what it is.
I wouldn't take the 10 mil. Only because of the values he carries as a person, which is God. You get what I'm trying to say? And I think that is more valuable than anything else.
Okay, but you know God lives outside of him. Like you can still believe
Yeah.
in God. If you're
Yeah, but I feel like, but that's what I'm trying to say. I feel like I've started building a relationship with God slightly because of him.
Okay,
You get what
okay,
I'm trying to
that's
say?
fair.
So
Okay,
he's
that's
given me
lovely.
something
Okay.
that I will hold dearly to my heart for the rest of my life. So
Okay.
to sell him out for a little 10 mil,
Yeah,
I lie.
A little 10 mil. Michael's life has changed.
yeah, we're gonna make that.
Friendship lasts forever.
And more.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's
Friendship
true.
never
To be honest,
ends.
if he wasn't, yeah, I would do it still because you know why? Because circumstances always change. Like no, maybe one day I'm gonna end up in LA and I'm gonna be there for 3-4 years, and he might never come out there, so I might just be speaking over FaceTime, and I think that's worth a little 10 mil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
No, but you can't speak to him ever again.
Ever again, no FaceTime.
yeah, but
no
that's what I'm
phone
trying
call,
to
nothing.
say. That's what I'm trying to say. I think that is what FaceTime is. Do you get it? It's calm, but
No, you can
No, you
never.
can't
You can't
but
even
what
tell
I'm saying,
them why
I
you're
know that, I
Yeah.
know that. But what I'm saying to you is that let's just say I did go to LA for 5 years,
Yeah.
and I could only speak to them via FaceTime
Yeah.
or whatever. I would rather take the 10 mil and know.
Oh, right.
bruh,
Okay.
Then do you get what I'm saying? Do FaceTimes and that where that's part of my career anyway.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be gone for
Okay.
X amount of time or
Okay,
whatever.
cool.
But saying that, like I said as well, with my boy, he will come to LA and
Yeah,
come and
okay.
check, man. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay. So we all agree friendship never ends.
Yeah.
Never.
Okay. Then
So you're not taking the 10 mil?
You would take the 10 mil.
You know,
Would
Steph
you
was
take
asking-
the
Actually, no,
10 mil?
if it's the best friend that you're thinking of in your head,
I don't know.
it's hard.
I think it's really hard thinking of who I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Think of who you're thinking of. Is it not really hard?
It's hard.
it's
All right.
very hard.
Would you take 10 mil to never speak to me again?
Do you know? We've had good times.
You could give me 5 mil. I'll tell you that for free. I respect it,
That's another
honestly.
thing. You can take the 10 mil, give it to them, and then just never speak to them again. Their life changed.
Yeah, I'll take 10, give them 2, and then carry on.
Yeah,
What?
absolutely.
Nothing,
I've always
I said what? So how much you give?
5, half and half.
never. What did
Oh, I thought you was gonna say give him 500 bags or something.
What did I do for it?
5 mil, 5 mil.
Oh, okay, that's
So
fine.
what they doing for it?
Nice.
What do you mean?
For that 5 mil?
Bro, they're my best friend.
That's, you know what? That's so lovely.
Better man than me.
He definitely is. But yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank
guys.
you.
Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Can you
On
tell-
1010 would recommend.
Yay, well done. Do you want to tell everyone what was the best podcast interview you've ever done?
Why'd you have to think about it for so long?
Because I'm trying to think. I'm sure I went to.
I think I had a podcast called 100 that would recommend.
Thank you.
I'm joking. No, I've had a very great time. Can't wait to come back on because we got a lot more work coming this year. So I'm not going to be missing Tolly's phone calls anymore.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.